Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way. I of course am Deb. And you are in my sewing room today while I prepare some fabric for a project that it's actually a couple projects that I've got coming up here. All these pieces of material have been washed. I do that with just about all my material. Some of it you don't have to, they say, but I do it with all of the material. And now I'm just pressing it a little bit, getting it ready to work on. Let me do that a little better. There we go. This is going to be one of the blocks for the jewel tone quilt that I'm going to be working on. While I'm back here pressing, I thought I would just begin my intro for the video I've got for today, which is kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it, a mishmash of things. It's like a daily vlog, okay, of things that I did today. And also I'm going to put a little insert in here of something that I did the other day, which wasn't a big thing, but I thought, what the heck. I'm going to insert it, and it is dedicated to Tony at, it is dedicated to Tony at Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. So while I'm finishing up this piece of material, let me get that little video going here. A while back I had a bad hair day, and Tony from Doing Redneck Things, okay, I'm sure I have the channel name wrong, but I'll put the link below. He suggested I just put a hat on it. So I dug through William's hat closet. We're just running a quick errand here to return something at a store. He's in there, I'm in the car. I didn't want to get all dutied up today. We're just having a lazy day at home. So I stuck a hat on my head, and it did okay, all right? We're not far from home, so I don't mind. Who cares who sees me? They won't recognize me for one thing. And here comes William. This is for another project that I'm going to be working on. This is some pretty flashy Christmas material. I bought this piece a while back. I just didn't have time to get to it before the holidays. So, one thing I wanted to address here in this video was to express my very sincere condolences to Urban Grandpa Prepper's family. He passed away the other day, unexpectedly, I guess. I understand that he had been ill, but seemed to be getting better, and evidently he passed away from whatever it was that he was suffering from. I was so very, very, very sorry to hear the news. You know, I admired Ray. I belonged to his channel. I tried to visit some of his live streams every now and then, but he always was going on real late at night, and I'm not a late night person, so I couldn't make it that much. But I tried my best to do some of them, because every now and then he'd have one during the middle of the day that I could make. And he would come visit my channel too. So he just seemed like a very, very, very nice man, and he will be missed by many, I'm sure. I miss him. He also was a retired mailman, and my older brother was a mailman as well in California. So I'm very sorry to hear about Ray's passing. I will miss him. Yeah. So anyway, right now I guess there are some major snowstorms taking place up in the northeast areas. Lots of places getting some snow. And I heard from my friend in Scotland today, and he showed pictures of snow happening where he lives. And he's probably about an hour or so outside of Glasgow. They are having snow as well. So, now, I think what I'm going to put on to show you next is what I did this morning. It was just a brief errand out of the house, and took me not even maybe an hour, if that, not even quite an hour. I was there and home before I knew it. So let me show you that little video. I am here at our local Publix grocery store. I got just a few things, nothing much to talk about, but I also did my, well, I hate to say did my duty because it's really not a duty. It was my choice. Okay, so William, this one's for you and me. I got my COVID booster, yeah. So I've got that past me now. It's the same vaccination as the first two I had, and I had no reaction to the first two, so we'll see. I'm not expecting any reaction, so, but, oh, okay, he's got lots of room, I think. I hope he doesn't open his door on me. So anyway, next up, I'm headed back home. I'll take you there. I know there will be some people that, well, I know there are people that are dead set against the vaccination for COVID. I was a little hesitant in the idea of getting the booster, but I figured, oh, why not? You know, it's been a year since I started the COVID vaccinations, and so I figured my system had taken the previous vaccination rather well, and since it had been so long ago that I could renew it. I mean, you know, it's just like I get a flu shot every year for the season. And yeah, my upper arm is a little stiff and sore, and I am feeling really tired. But other than that, no, nothing, no side effects. And I don't expect there to be anything. The vaccination that I received today is the same that I've received all along. It's the same serum. There were no changes to it. So I don't expect any side effects from this one at all. But I am fully vaccinated, and not because of any political intervention, if you want to put it that way. I got it because, basically because of William, okay? He got his, wrong side. He got his vaccinations from the VA, and he received the booster maybe a month ago, and he was always asking me, when are you going to do it? And you know, I had to wait, for one thing, because you're not supposed to get the shots, or the booster anyway, for what, 6 months I think it was, after the last COVID vaccine that you had. So I waited, and then I decided, I'm just going to wait until after the holidays, which I did. So I have it all done now. I am fully vaccinated, and we'll see what good that does. I don't know. You know, it's just like you get the flu vaccination, and it does help protect you from certain strains of the flu, but it doesn't protect, that was my water bottle. It doesn't protect you from everything, but yet it's better than nothing. And that's kind of how I look at this COVID vaccination being. But anyway, I am glad I got it. It's totally up to the individual if you get it or not. I don't, you know, criticize people for their decisions. They do what they want. I do what I want. And I did it. Okay. That was my time out of the house for today. Okay. I have just a little bit more fabric here to press. very wrinkled because I washed it a while ago and I didn't press it right away. That's my fault. I think I'll be working with this, some of this fabric anyway, next week. There went the water bottle again. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, I'm going to let you go. Finish my ironing here. And then take you outside to take a look at my little garden, which really wasn't a very good garden through the summer. But I'm going to show you something that I planted last spring. Didn't get much produce from last spring or summer, but boy, I sure have been taking produce off of it this fall and winter. I'm going to show you that when I get finished with my little ironing job. So I'll bring you back. All right, what you hear is the pool pump going. I can't do anything about that, but hopefully it won't be too noisy for you out here. But this is what I wanted to show you. Well, first of all, this is my defunct garden that I need to weed and get set up again. And I'm going to be expanding it down the fence line. No, William won't let me make a big plot out here, but I'll do what I can. And she's out here with me too, making noise. What you trying to say? Oh, yeah, The only thing moving around here is the wind blowing the leaves, so that's it. That's what she's barking at. Yeah, our good little watchdog. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. I put my little itty-bitty tomato plant stretched over into my garden bed here, my raised garden, because nothing else was growing in it, for one thing. These are vines that are coming from this pot down here. The seeds came from Sarah at Big Blue House Homestead, and I planted them last spring. I didn't get maybe, okay, I'll give it a dozen little tomatoes last spring and summer. That's all I got from it. But this fall and this winter, we have plucked a lot of little tomatoes from it. And as you can see, I need to get out here and, well, are these ready? Yeah, I can pluck those. I've got a couple really good ones there I can pluck. And the vine actually kept going, so I put it over into this flower, over into this bed for right now. But I will be cleaning out these beds to prepare for my spring, you know, late winter, early spring planting real soon. But I hope these tomatoes keep coming because they're good. Even William says they're good. He likes them. I also noticed the other day, these are, well, I don't know which is which anymore. One was big beef and the other was just a tomato. I don't know what kind of tomato. But look at this. I have new little tomatoes growing. So, we'll see what happens with this one. You ready to go back in, Jen? Did you take care of putting that wind in its place? Yeah, I think so. Let's go. All right. This is what's going to be for supper. Mac and cheese. William's going to have grilled wieners along with his mac and cheese. I have leftover chicken tenders from the Metro Club where we had lunch the other day. So I will be putting these in the air fryer to heat up. And we'll both be sharing some of these itty-bitty tomatoes. Thank you, Sarah, at Big Blue House Homestead. These are good little tomatoes. Yes, they sure are. But you can't have any. No, I'm afraid not. Hope you're all having a good one out there. You take care. I'll be talking to you again real soon, but for this time, well, it's going to be bye for now.